Hello, it's Elvis Week. So I wanted to make some videos about some of my Elvis collection. So this one's going to be focusing on books. Now I know I've seen other YouTubers; they have so many Elvis books that can fill out probably a library. I have a couple, so I just wanted to share. I was trying to go through it really quick. Um, the first one I actually bought was this one, me and a guy named Elvis, Jerry Schilling's book. I really enjoyed this book. You could tell that Jerry, really was Elvis's true friend, and he truly loved Elvis. And he didn't resort to all the gossip or the dirt sheet stuff. He really, when he wrote his book, he really wanted to. It would be something that Lisa Marie could read and be proud of. It's a really good book, and you get to really know Jerry too, which I really respect him as a member of the Memphis Mafia, because he didn't want to live off Elvis. He wanted to, because a lot of other guys might have just collect a paycheck and whatever from Elvis. He really wanted to make a name for himself. He wanted to, for example, he wanted to be a film editor, and of course Elvis could have pulled some strings and got him on a major movie studio, but he started as an intern. So really good read. Talk about definitely Elvis through the years. So we also have some, if you're interested in Elvis's life, highly recommend this one, Jerry Hopkins biography, really good. You also have this one that you can pretty much find at Barnes and Noble. These series. We got Last Train to Memphis and Careless Love. So these are kind of broken down. So they're very detailed. So they're kind of this is goes up to Last Train to Memphis covers up to 1958, and then this one kind of covers 58 to 77. But really good, very detailed. The other book, My Brother Elvis by David E. Stanley. I have mixed feelings regarding the Step Brothers. In their eyes, they always say that they were the number one person for Elvis. Elvis took them in and was wanted brothers and stuff. So and then you hear other people say that Elvis didn't like them and all that. But this is a really good book. It chronicles kind of the last couple of years of Elvis's life, and David E. Stanley talks about how going on the road and traveling. And he really talks about the change in Elvis in the later part of Elvis's life, influenced by prescription drugs and that. I feel like he always seems to come out with a book every couple of years, really making money off Elvis. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good book. Elvis's other stepbrother, Billy Stanley, wrote a book. This one came out I think last year. It's The Faith of Elvis. Really about Elvis's faith, and that we all knew that Elvis was very religious, and Billy just talks about growing up with Elvis and stuff, and kind of always referencing something from the Bible and that. But this is a really good. This is another a positive book about Elvis. I think there's so many things that are negative things that have been written about Elvis, so it was nice to read something that's kind of positive, and I really enjoy when he wrote about Christmas at Graceland. I thought that was really good. Some of these other books. This one I got from Graceland when I went to Graceland. I got this at one of the shops. It's the iconic stageware. In one of my previous videos, I did kind of a flip through, but I thought this was pretty cool. You just look at the different outfits that Elvis had throughout his life. This one you could probably still find at Barnes & Noble. Elvis at 21. Some really great pictures in here. I think I did a video on this too. This book. What else do I have? I have another, the Elvis Encyclopedia. This is by David E. Stanley. I think I saw 100% Pure Elvis, that YouTube channel, which I highly recommend. He always does book reviews once in a while, and this is one of the books that I think he showed, And every time he does one, I go on Amazon or something to see if it's still available. And this one was amazing, it was available, and I got it. So I thought it was pretty cool. It came out, I think in the mid '90s, and it kind of goes through every year, each year of Elvis's life. Gives you kind of like a summary of what's happening, what was happening, and the tours and stuff. All right, this one was definitely something you can. I still see it at Barnes and Noble. I think I actually got this at either Barnes and Noble or I know I remember seeing this at Target too. This came out probably about I think 2 years ago maybe. But it kind of came out around when the Elvis movie came out, so they were coming out with books, capitalize on the Elvis movie. So this is about the '68 comeback special. So really cool book on that. This other book I got at Graceland. This is Elvis, Airplanes, and the King. I thought this would be kind of interesting to read. About the different airplanes, especially Lisa Marie talking about how that came about and all that. Now I think there's two versions of this book. There's one, if you go to ElvisPresleyShop.com or the London shop, I think they have this for this is like the 400-page book, and it's going to cost you like $125. This is kind of like I guess another version of the book, kind of like the shorter version or the cheaper version of the book, and so that's the one that they're selling. They sold at Graceland. So if you go to Graceland, when I went last year, this is where it was at. When you go to see the planes, Lisa Marie, there's like a gift shop there, and that's where you can buy this book, and that's what I did. So it's pretty cool. It just talks about Elvis's relationship with flying and all that. Let's see what else. Elvis and Ginger, really good book. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about Ginger, but I feel like in the last couple of years that she's been more accepted in the Elvis community than some other people. But I really enjoyed this book, and I think it's very honest. And people saying it took her for a while to write her book. She wasn't like a year after Elvis died she came out with a book. I mean, she got she lived her life. She got married, had a kid. And I mean, this book, she I don't know when this came out, maybe 2014. But yeah, I mean, she said that she got on with her life. Yeah, 2014 it came out. So very good. Really talks about the last 9 months of Elvis's life. Really, talks about a lot of people thought he was depressed or sad, and she just has it said, basically, he wasn't. They were planning on getting married and all that, and it's really good. I always say when I read this book, I say, man, they should really make a movie out of this book. They probably will not, but I was saying it's a shame. It's such a good book. That's her story was really sad at the end. Let's see what else. This is The Boy Who Dared to Rock the Definitive Guide of Elvis. I got this at a record store a couple weeks ago, and basically it's by Paul Lichter, and he was written so many books about Elvis in the past, so this is the one. I enjoyed this book because it kind of goes over all the the tours and the recordings. So this would have been, I'm pretty sure in the recording sessions, and I'm sure there's so many books that have come after that with all the recording sessions and all that. But just, an example, just gives you kind of like the dates of the recordings and stuff like that. And then the tours too, which I thought was, I should do like a complete review of this book. You could probably find this on eBay. It's probably cheap on eBay, maybe like $10 or so. But it's really cool, really good book. Another one from Paul Lichter. This one right here. Just pretty much a picture book with throughout Elvis's kind of career. A lot of these pictures we've probably seen now and stuff. There's some color pictures of Elvis in concert. I would say, back then, probably, 1978 when this came out, it was probably a cool thing to have as a fan. Here we go. Some aloha from Hawaii. And this one, and the book also included some 8x10 photos, which is cool. We also have this one. It came with a couple other ones, but I framed it. This is another one. So really cool book. And some newer books that I got. Where I'm currently reading, I'm currently reading this one, Elvis and the Memphis Mafia by Alana Nash. So it has Billy Smith, Marty Lacker, and Lamar Fike from the Memphis Mafia, and they just discussed their relationship with Elvis. Look how thick this book is. It's about 700 pages. Very, very informative. I mean, I can't put this book down. It's so good. Really enjoying it. Eventually, hopefully, I'll get that done soon, and I can do a complete review of that. And this one I ordered, and it came last week. I heard some really good things about this book, Elvis Style by Zoe Agodo. So I'm really looking forward to eventually, opening this up and reading. But I've heard some really good things about this book. So that is my Elvis book collection. Thanks for watching.